Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, welcome to the live session of Aspen Plus course. And I was going through a few questions that has been sent to the group as well as the portal. Most of the questions that people have asked, it is about the exam procedure and the Aspen Plus download. So these are the things they have asked. Now, the thing is that exam procedure, as you can understand that it is not possible for us to provide Aspen Plus software during the exam. So what we have been doing all these semesters that we are offering this course, we are setting the question paper so that you do not need the software when you write the exam. So, for instance, you must be solving the assignment problems, right? So in the assignment problems, you can see the assignment problems have been divided into two parts, part A and part B. And you might have noticed that part A has the questions for which you do not need the software to solve. So even without the software, you can solve the questions or how much you have memorized, or obviously you do not have to memorize the whole software, that is never needed also. But the questions have been set in such a way that you can answer them without the software. And part B is the software. Part B are have the questions where you need the software. So all the questions in the final exam, it will be of part A type. So you do not need the software to answer those questions. So either they will be multiple choice type, or they may be fill in the blanks, or they may be true false type of questions, or numerical types, whatever. But you do not need the software to answer those questions in the final exam. But obviously in assignments, you need the software to answer the part B question. So that is the part of it. So this is about the question pattern in the final exam. And about the download software, probably you have missed this, but there is a port. Okay, actually, in the very beginning of the course, something has been posted in the forum that there are 4 or 5 drives which can be downloaded online, and you can download the Aspen Plus software, and you can install it, and you can work with that. Only thing is that the license version. So license actually, obviously those who have downloaded and installed the software, you are getting the error message that license will expire by 15th of August. Actually, this license is something that has to be, sorry, it has to be renewed every year. So every year during this time, we renew the license. So license renewal date is 15th of August, and we have paid the money to Aspen Plus company, Aspen Tech, but till now they have not given the license. I mean, they will give. I mean, you do not have to worry, but they will send the license to us, and we can. I mean, I hope there will not be any hindrance to run the course. I mean, by 15th, probably we will get the license. So as far as your software is concerned, you do not need to do any changes. The moment license comes to our desk, we will upload the license and your system will run seamlessly. So nothing or at your computer or your machine. Whatever the license related problem, we will sort it out in IIT Guwahati in our machine. So you do not have to worry about the problem. So that is about the license part. Okay. Now first, okay, somebody has written something. Matt S. Okay. Okay, Matt is asking, there is issue with model fidelity in shell and tube exchanger error message Aspen design rating problem. Actually, yeah, shell and tube exchanger, there is a part of the software which we have not subscribed. So you will have some problem with that. So about shell and tube exchanger, you cannot access the elaborate design. Okay, short design or small design you can do, but elaborate shell and tube exchanger design, it needs some extra modules which we have not subscribed. So you will not be able to use it. I understand that, but as this is a basic course in Aspen Plus, so I thought that elaborate design of cell and tube exchanger is not the scope within this course. So this is not needed also. I mean, you can learn to do you can learn to perform small design of heat exchanger or not. That is the limitation of this course. Okay. And I will take some questions from you, but before that, let me see what are the questions that that has been asked by me by people. I do not know whether all of them are here. On 5th August, Rachana Indarkar has asked that her question is about the exam. She is asking whether it has negative marking. I don't think there is negative marking. She's asking not, and the kind of questions there will be in the exam, I have already stated what kind of question will be there. Yeah, getting assignments are just based on memory losses, memory basis. Okay, to some extent you have to memorize, not all. I mean, the questions will be all logical. I mean, nobody will ask you what is, I mean, if you can answer the part A type questions in the assignments, then you are sure that you will be able to attempt the final exam questions, okay? If that answers your question. Then Muhammad Sarwar Hussain has asked, he has asked, I can't determine which method name to select for which component. Okay, so your doubt is about the property method. Now, obviously, I have talked about it. It is about property method assistant. It's called property method assistant, and this method assistant will guide you which kind of property method you need to select for a certain component or for a certain system. Okay, so if you use that method assistant, then obviously you will be able to select the property method properly. And the next question is, we are giving the answers to questions by simulating the assignment. Will there be any opportunity to simulate on the computer in the final exam, or should we have to write the notebook only? I think I have answered your questions already about the exam. Then Mr. Dhruv has asked, sir, I have seen the problem of installation of Aspen software in which it shows license is valid only on 15th August. Yeah. But I joined your course recently and I also follow steps according to installation guide which is uploaded by your course. Please help me out. Okay, about the license, Dhruv, I have already told that after we are trying to get the license by 15th of August, and if we get it, it will be seamless. I mean, the moment license comes over here, we'll upload it, and you do not have to do anything at your end. About the installation guide, obviously, you have to do at your end because I cannot help you to do the installation at your end. The procedures are set there. Now, if you face any problem, you can write to me to my email ID. My email ID already I have told in the course. It is p.saha@iitg.ac.in. I repeat it, p.saha@iitg.ac.in. So you just write to me. I will reply immediately about your problem, because many of you are writing it to the forum, and unfortunately it is not possible for me to go to the forum every day and keep me updated about it. But if you write to me to my personal email ID, I will definitely answer within a very short time. Okay, so it is better to write to my email ID rather than the forum. Okay, and then Mr. Ashish Kumar is asking, good afternoon, sir. My question is related to the Aspen Plus software license. I have already answered your question. Sir, I have got license till 15th August. Sir, how to extend the license expiry date? It will be very helpful to continue the study. Okay, I have already answered your question. So it's okay. And then I will take some questions from you. I will open the YouTube. Okay. Smith Valdha is saying, sir, I am not able to install Aspen Plus. Okay, you have to contact me at my email address. I have told you. Probably I can help you one-to-one. Actually, the procedure has already been written over there. So if you do not, if you are not able to load it properly, then you have to check it at your end. I mean, what can I do from a distant place like here? I mean, you are probably staying away much. I mean, I can help you by telling you the steps which already has been stated in the forum. So um, even after that, if some extra help I can do, I'll be very happy. But for that, you have to write an email separately. And then E.R. Sanyam Dikshit is writing, a few main concerns of the students are inability to install Aspen, license expiry, about to expire. Okay, this question is answered. Viper Gaming is asking, sir, I am unable to download Aspen Plus software. After it get 4 GB download, it says file doesn't exist. There is a network issue, Mr. Viper Gaming. I mean, I don't think there is any other issue. I mean, if you are able to download it properly up to 4 GB, why not the other part? Mayur is asking, sir, I have an issue with the download of software when download reaches 4 GB. Okay, I think you guys have that limit somewhere, that 4 GB limit. Probably, I don't know, maybe your data is up to 4 GB limit. I don't know which data package you are using. Mayur, as you are saying that you have tried many times, but the result is same. What can I say, Mayur? The problem needs to be solved at your end. I can, if you can manage to come to IIT Guwahati, I can load it into your machine if it is possible for you. I do not know where you stay, but remotely I can always help you out by giving a link or something like that, okay? Gomothi is asking, good afternoon, sir. Is the Aspen Plus expires on 15th of August? I have already answered the question. E.R. Shanyam Dikshit, I have answered your question. Israel, sir, please help me how to install the software. A lot of questions about installing the software. Please follow the steps stated in the forum. If you still face any difficulty, write me one-to-one, okay? License about to expire, Dhruva Kashyap, Mayur, okay, about the same problem. Ashish Jadhav, good afternoon. Shudhanshu Mishra, license is about to expire. Sharwar Hussain, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hello, Sarwar. Kemon acho? E.R. Sanyam Dikshit, good afternoon, sir. Arunendra Singh, hi. Hi, Arunendra. Pratik Sinde, laptop is necessary for this software? Yes, Pratik, laptop is necessary, or laptop or desktop, whatever you have, but it should have Windows machine. I mean, it should be Windows machine. It cannot be a Mac. Okay, those who are having Mac, it's an issue. You may have to download some parallel software or something like that, virtual machine of Windows machine rather. But if you have a Windows machine, it's okay. You can load the software. Nitin Jaiswal is saying, good afternoon, sir. In lecture 5, when I was solving lecture questions simultaneous with you and clicking on shell and tube heat exchanger and click on convert, then a message shows failed. I know, Nitish Jaiswal, there is a problem with shell and tube heat exchanger because some plugins are not purchased because they are costly. When I developed the software, I developed the software using my own software, which we use in our department in chemical engineering. So it is quite comprehensive. But for this course, we didn't purchase the comprehensive one because it's just a basic course. So yeah, it's a problem with shell and tube heat exchanger. I understand. Nitin Jaiswal again asking to start Aspen heat exchanger program rating check that is installed correctly. Yes, Nitin, I have already answered your question. Indian Trade is asking, I am Suham. My question is whether any simulation related question in exam. I have already told you about what kind of questions will come. Mayur has repeated his download problem of 4 GB. Mayur, please try or write to me directly. Indian Trade, and Aspen is pre-installed in system. Aspen is not pre-installed. Indian Trade. Karthik Pushparam at Nitin Jaiswal. I face the same issue. Rerun your Aspen setup and install the design rating program in the second bullet of the setup window. Once it is installed, reboot your system. It works. Okay. Probably Karthik Pushparam has got some hack. Probably I will try Karthik Pushparam with this software. Probably it may work for me also. Israel, sir, I faced problem how to install software. Again, the same question. Sir, my question is related to the next week case studies problem. What would we have to study for that such that problem solved quickly? Your question is very, it's not clear, Ashish Yadav. What exactly do you want to know? For any case study, you have to give some time, because unless you know Aspen Plus software, you cannot run the case studies, Prince Kumar is saying, what are the process to download Aspen Plus software? Meet Taylor. Sir, one doubt is that if output stream is 3, feeds are 2 different components, then how many inputs needs to be fixed, which is asked in assignment. Okay, after the date of submission of that assignment is over, you will know the answer, because answer will be given after the submission date, because before the submission date I am not supposed to tell you the answer. Okay. Indian trade, again asking, sir, I have some practical issue in running reactor. I have to simulate the flow related constraint. Mayur, I also can help you, ping me on forum. Okay. It's good that people you are helping each other, because many a times it may so happen that I may not be regular in the forum. So uh, you can interact with each other, and whoever is um, having any problem, others may chip in and you can help each other and you can learn it better, you know. So it's something like a joint study. 20 CHE 121 Shayamantak Maiti. Shamantak Maiti, okay. Sir, can we get the recording doubt clearing session for those who cannot do it live? You have to ask NPTEL directly, okay. I am not recording anything. Probably NPTEL can suggest you better. Ruchi Bharma, good afternoon, Ruchi. E.R. Shanyam Dikshit, thank you, sir, for your response. Welcome, E.R. Shanyam Dikshit. Prince Kumar, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Prince. Prashant Kirave, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Prashant. Shankari, great to see you. Pavan Gundem, how can I get the license of Aspen Plus software? You can write to me. Gomati A, sir, can you tell me what is free water method? This is the question that you should learn in Aspen Plus in chemical engineering. You know, this is not a Aspen Plus question. Kaushal Girase, I recently joined your course, so how can learn previous session? What can I do for the previous session? What does it mean? I recently joined your course, how to learn previous session. Previous session, all the recorded lectures are there. So those lectures are available 24/7. So you can learn anyway. Okay. Yes, Singapore. Sir, your lecture is so useful for learning. Thank you, Yash. Thank you very much. Karthik Pushparam, credit goes to the forum team. They helped me with it. Thanks to them. Yes, Karthik, I fully agree. Forum people help each other, and that's how the things work. Okay. Rohit Chavan, sir, can we use DWSIM software if Aspen is not available? DWSIM software, then you have to ask somebody who is expert in DWSIM software. I have never used DWSIM software, so I cannot comment on that. But obviously, Aspen, it is not possible for you to get Aspen yourself because it is very costly. Either your company or your school, they have to purchase it. Okay, so that's how it is. Kaushik Ambadapudi, how are you, sir? I'm fine. It will be helpful if you walk us through your insights, the potential and the opportunities that one presents as a chemical engineering graduate with an experience with this course. For that, I have to take another lecture, you know. That will be a motivational lecture, sort of. But this course is having some definite goal, and I have to stick to it. Sharthak Mahajan, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Sharthak. Kaushal Girase, from where download Aspen? You know from where. Bridges K, sir, after running 3 days, license checkout failed message appearing. Okay, Bridges, actually license fail can occur only in 2 occasions. If the network issue is there, I mean, if your network is not stable, and number 2, there are 150 simultaneous licenses that run. So at one time, only 150 people can work with Aspen. Okay, so the 151st person, whoever he or she is, will not be allowed to get into the system. So that's the problem that that you may face. So I do not know what kind of problem that you are facing. It must be either of them. Either your network issue is there, or you are the 151st person who is trying to get into the system. So usually late night or early morning, you will find all the licenses available. No? But during the daytime, probably many people will try to attempt to log in, and there you can face license problem.
Hello, excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Can I continue, sir?
Yes, Utshav. Yeah, Utshav.
Sir, in one of the lecture, you gave us the information regarding splitter, separator, and flash. So in flash, we can understand that it follows thermodynamic properties, and it can separate by addition of heat. So, sir, likewise, what would be the driving force for splitters, that are F split, S split, and a separator?
Split actually, split is a kind of, it's not driving force per se. I mean, split is a um, mathematical calculation. So if you say that there is a stream having flow rate of say 100 liters per hour, and you are splitting them into 2 parts, the stream 1 will get 20% and stream 2 will get 80%. Then you can accordingly select the specification as 0.2 and 0.8 respectively, and the calculation will be done. So splitter is not like a unit operation where there will be, I mean, no such chemical engineering, pure chemical engineering operations, something like your distillation or any mass transfer or heat transfer that goes on. It is just a mathematical calculation block, a splitter. Did I answer your question, Utsav?
Yes, sir. And sir, I have a review regarding assignment 2. We have answered the questions, but I guess answers are wrong. In one of the question, like I can recall, is LMTD question. We solved with rigorous practice, and answers are matching with approximate. And in question, nothing was mentioned that we have to solve the question using approximate method.
I will take this question offline. So can you please write an email to me about that? Okay, my email address is p.saha@iitg.ac.in. So
Okay.
I will answer the question. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so I will continue with these questions in the YouTube. Meat Taylor is saying 3 output streams with 2 different components, then what is input fixed? His question is already asked, due date is finished and answer is 6, but how it is? Okay, Meat Taylor, can you tell me which assignment and which question? Then I can probably tell you more about it. Shubham Tiwari is saying, sir, we are blessed to have teachers like you. Dream to study in IIT was not fulfilled, but thanks to NPTEL. Thank you, Shubham, for your kind words. Brijesh K, thanks me. Okay, welcome, Brijesh. I'll come back to MOOC's live session, and I have got few more questions over here. Utshav is asking, sir, in lecture 4 you gave us the information regarding, okay, Utshav, so I have answered your question, right? Okay. Chirag Parmar is saying, which process to be selected is confusing. Which process to be selected is confusing. Which process you are talking about, Chirag? That first has to be clear. Okay. So that's all. Okay, Utshav. Yeah, Utshav. Utshav is talking about assignment 3. Okay. Assignment 3. Let me open the assignment 3 to answer your question.
Sir, which method? Sir, which method? I am asking that which method.
Oh, Chirag. Yeah, Chirag. Which method means? I mean, okay. Chirag Parmar, right? So you asked which method to be selected in confusing. Yeah. Chirag, actually, there is something called method assistant, right? So if you have seen the method assistant, let me first share my screen. 1 minute. So you can see there is a property assistant, method assistant. So suppose here you have component, say, methanol, okay, and say you have water. You have, say, propane. Okay, so suppose you have this or methane. So you have these components. Now you press next. Okay, and then you have this. You do not know which method you want to use. So directly go to method assistant. So this method assistant will be opened. Okay, so you can see the method assistant is there. So this method assistant, it says there are 2 things, specify component, specify process type. So either of them you can choose. So if you say you have a chemical process, electrolyte, gas processing, Obviously, if you have a gas processing, because you have propane and methane, right? So if you have a gas processing unit, then you can choose this one. In general, an equation of state-based property method is appropriate, like Peng, Robinson, SRK, and this one. Okay, but if you do not go by process type, you go by component type. So they will say, okay, whether it's a chemical system or hydrocarbon or special water refrigerant. Obviously, propane is a hydrocarbon. Okay, so does this mixture contain petroleum assays or pseudo component? Yeah, petroleum assays only, propane and all. So you can say yes. If the system vacuum condition, may not, because propane, I don't know whether you are working in vacuum condition. If it is not in vacuum condition, you can say no. And these are the methods that are available with you. One of them is Peng Robinson. Okay, so that's how you have to, if you do not know which one to use, then you have to take the help of this method assistant. So I think I have told you these things. Okay. Yeah. So okay, Utsav, let me check your. Let me check. Okay, I have got another question from Utsav Patel. Okay, Utsav, I have already answered your question. Hashan Shihas is saying, good afternoon. During simulation, after adding components and selecting fluid package, we are using run for finding binary parameter. What is the exact use of this step? What will happen if we didn't do it? Hashan Sihas, if you do not use run, then your property estimation will not be done. Okay, so that's the problem. You have to run your property estimation, because that is the basis of all chemical engineering applications, right? So you have to do it. I mean, without that is the necessity of that procedure. Okay, I'm making him wait for a long time. So let me check. So assignment 3. There is a question on partial condenser. There is a question of kinetic based model. There is a question on calculating maximum thermodynamic possible conversion, Gibbs energy, R Gibbs, R yield. And then there is a part B. Consider the reaction, the molar enthalpy, mass fraction, reactor volume, the net heat duty of the CSTR, viscosity of the outlet mixture. Sorry, you probably have done some mistake. There is no such question in T3, assignment 3. Okay. So Mitteller, maybe in assignment 2. Oh my God. So again, you have to make open assignment 2 first, be sure. Sir, when we need to use Unifac, Gomati. Yeah, Unifac, you can use Unifac whenever you have the, it's a kind of semi-empirical system. I mean, whenever you have a semi-empirical system, then you can use Unifac system for prediction of this non-electrolyte activity or non-ideal mixture. So so actually it uses the functional groups that is present on the molecules that make up the liquid mixture to calculate activity coefficient. So whenever you find this non-electrolyte activity or non-ideal mixture, you can use this Unifac method. Okay, that's what it is. How can I get Aspen Plus license? Okay, Deepak Patel is asking 3 output streams with 2 different components when what is fixed input. His question is already asked, due date is finished, answer is 6. Okay, so probably, okay, then I have to open assignment 2 once again. Give me some time, okay? Assignment 2, right? Okay, so let us solve this problem in front of you. Okay, that probably will save our clarify our confusion. So I believe everybody can see this. So you are probably talking about this particular question, right? If SEP separates feed into 3 outlets and number of components 2, then the minimum number of input values one need to set for simulation run is something. So 6 is the answer. So let us take the number of components 2, methanol and water, and press next. And let us take ideal system. We do not do any serious stuff. Okay, now go to simulation. Okay, now take the SEP. Okay. Oh my God, so many SEPs. Now connect it. Then there are 3 outlets. So this is outlet number 1. This is outlet number 2. And this is outlet number 3. Okay. So let us name them as feed. This is outlet number 1. This is outlet number 2. And this is outlet number 3. Okay. Now we have to fix the feed. So methanol water system, say 25 degrees centigrade, 1 bar pressure, and mass flow rate, say 100. Okay. So press next. So step 1, give a split fraction of 0.2. Give a split fraction for O2 as 0.35. Okay. So now the entire thing is done. Okay. So now let us count how many inputs we have given. This is the first input. For 1, this is the second input. And we have fixed over here 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 4 inputs and here 2 inputs. So 4 plus 2, this is 6. That's exactly what is the answer. So if if SEP separates feed into 3 outlets and number of components 2, then minimum number of input values we need to set for the simulation run is 6. So I hope this answers your question. Utsav, Meet, whoever has asked this question. Deepak Patel. Pavan Gundem. Sir, I didn't have Aspen Plus software license. So, well, Pavan, I have already answered this question. Please do it at your end. I may help you, but for that you have to write to me in person. Here I am writing my email address for everyone. So this is my email address. Okay. This is my email address. So please write to me over here rather than writing to me in the forum, because unfortunately I am not very regular in the forum. But obviously if you write to me at my personal email address, then I will definitely answer you. Okay. So already it is 4 o'clock. I think if you have no other question, we can wind up the session. Okay, NPTEL, you can close the session. Yeah, Gomati, you asked something. You gave example of separator components, benzene water. Gomati, you can please write to me through email, okay? NPTEL, you can close the session.